and you can also suggest it for the interventions required. In that case, yeah, it have been used more wisely. Now we have seen only that component of the way you can just think about teaching the language by using multilingualism, including AI issues. I think I don't like to go deeper into those issues because you are experts. We just see, I have just given you examples. Now, even if we accept that we are going to follow what we are discussing and agree together here, still, there are barriers. Still, there are barriers. Do you remember when did the competence-based curriculum first get into our school documents? When? Which year? When did it get into our school documents? Like books, curriculum? 2022. And the idea was there since 2005. The idea was already there. So we can now start seeing how much time it takes for the innovation and reform for whatever become really practical. So in order now to understand that, you have to have a lens, we can say conceptual lens to determine what are the barriers and how to overcome them. You are not only teachers, but you are also researchers. As you teach, you are also learning how to improve teaching. That is research-based activity. Now, curriculum exists as intended, implemented, or then attained curriculum. And each perspective, according to Van Acker 2003, that's a good conceptual lens that we can illuminate the way we can move along the stages and try to make whatever we suggest in education be practical. In the intended curriculum, we look on the idea and the form. On the implemented, we look on the perceived and operation. And on the thing, we look on the experienced and the learned. We will only see briefly on the way we can visualize as teachers and also as researchers. What is the ideal curriculum? Tell us. The ideal. We are philosophers. As long as we are practicing the use of knowledge, we are philosophers. If you remember your educational philosophy that you learned in your first year when you were learning for any program of education, we studied the issues of metaphysics in education, epistemology in education. Now, we drive learning outcome from the national philosophy. It is from the national philosophy that we develop policies. So the philosophy that now we have, is it embracing AI, multilingualism? Do we have that philosophy? We may be having that one, but we are not sure. The philosophy would tell us, the ideal one would tell us that we want a person who will become, that's the vision, a globally communicating across languages, creative, a person who is innovative, that's what they will tell. And a person who can interact with anybody across language. That's what philosophy of education will tell you. But if I ask you now, is multilingual, ethical, and AI, ICT, literacy skills, are they really there with a positive attitude into the Tanzanian philosophers to the extent that they can win their position in the policies. The policies categorically say, for example, I will give you an example. In the formal curriculum, I will give an example. That we must foster ICT skills. That's there. In the two, which policy are we using? 23. It is saying exactly that we must foster ICT skills at all levels of education. By the time it was created, maybe the need for integrating AI was not in there. And it is also saying categorically that we must integrate both languages, Swahili and English, we use as means of instruction. It is there in the constitution, isn't it? Are we allowed, for example, are you allowed to use Swahili as you teach in classroom when you are teaching other languages? We are only forced, isn't it? Some do teachers use it in the course of teaching? Do they use Swahili and English together? Yes. They use. But how do you feel when you use? Do you feel that you are allowed? Okay. Now, in the formal documents, the curriculum, the syllabuses, the textbooks, the teacher's guides, do they specify how do you use them? They don't. How do you make them get their way into those documents? If there is no guide, at all, how do you think that will be used? For example, multilingualism. The way it is used, is it fostering mastery of English? The way it is used. Remember, we said from the beginning that teachers we expect students from using other local languages apart from English because they wanted students to practice English. That's the reason. And that's why some of the schools have used even wooden blocks to give those students as function in case you use other languages, isn't it? Now, my question is the way it is being used the right way? The way we use multilingualism, is it the right way? Is it the right way? Should it be used such a way? Should there be a guide? Should there be a guide? Yes. Okay. Some of the teachers we simply clarify issues in Swahili so that the students understand everything and they don't give opportunity for students to practice English at all. Is that the way we should use it? Okay, if I ask you again, do we have a need to have a guide for using translanguage? Only that they have it. So if there is that gap, clinicians and teachers, how can you assist that to penetrate into the curriculum? How can you assist that to penetrate into the curriculum? Because now you have AI already existing. Whether you want, you don't, it is already there. Now you have multilingualism existing in the classroom. It's operating. Whether you want or not, it is there. But is it used in the right way? How now do you ensure that it gets into the curriculum in the right way? Remember we said from the beginning, the reason why teachers restrict students using multiple create another way where they should be practicing English. So if we come with that, it's going to be accepted. I'm not saying that those schools which are having the blocks written speak English only. Should they remove them? Or they should continue having them? There are those schools which are having blocks written, this is English speaking zone. You're not allowed to use any other language. What do you say that? Should we allowing them to have those blocks or should we remove them? What do you say? Should we remove them or we should allow them?
We should allow them.
We should allow them. How many say we should allow them? Raise up your hands. How many are saying we should remove them? Raise up your hands. Okay. If we remove them, it means you are telling them that they should practice English. And English is not a real practice in the classroom. What they have activated. Research-based data will be required. Politicians will be convinced when they have research-based data that multilingualism is a necessity. AI is a necessity. And this is the way it needs to be integrated into the curriculum documents. The same way they had data-driven based to integrate competence-based perspectives in the curriculum. Implemented curriculum. Teachers, you said competence-based curriculum was there in place since 2005. It got into the documents several years ago. If I ask you, you are both teachers, do you feel that you are implementing competence? How many are feeling that they are implementing competence in their classrooms? Raise up your hands. How many feel so? How many are confident that this is competence-based curriculum? My lesson plan, my schemes of work are featured with competence-based curriculum. The kind of questions they give, competence-based. Raise up your hands. Okay? How many are having problems with competence-based curriculum? Okay. You can do your hands. Okay. If that is the case, remember now, teachers are the ones who are interpreting the curriculum. The syllabuses, the textbooks. Suppose you have a very good multilingual AI-driven education in the textbooks, in the curriculum syllabuses, and teachers are left untouched. Do you think what will be implemented in the document or the teachers' beliefs and perceptions, which will be going to the classroom? At the level we call it passive, at the level of passive curriculum. What will become operational? Now operational now. What will become operational? Is it the document-based information or the teacher's beliefs practices? So what is the gap that you see? So as we think about developing competence-based curriculum, multilingual, AI-driven education, as we struggle for it to penetrate into the document, we have also to generate another data. How should teachers be empowered to change their accent, to change their perceptions, to change their attitudes, but more importantly, to develop the skills, knowledge, competencies for creating AI, multilingual teaching and learning experiences. How many of you have seen very good lesson plans, very good schemes of work? And when they really go, for those who are, if we are here about assurance or maybe district headquarters or some law education coordinators, you have ever visited teachers, it work lesson plans, and do you really see what they have written is really what they operationalize in the class? What do you say?
I go beyond. What about?
You normally go beyond?
I go beyond.
You go beyond what you have written. Beyond can be in the perspective of the required. In a very positive way. If I can see the person who just checked your documents, that is when I can be sure. It is okay. After all, you already have employment. Nobody is